Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So another gardening video today, or more so a little bit of an update. Last time I've done a video, that's been a little while back I think, when I showed you what's been happening in here and in the back garden, but few things have now changed. As you can see in front of me, I still have a lot of plants, but a lot of them have now moved on into a bigger pots and at different locations in the house. First of all, because majority of them now do not require additional lighting. It is lighter now, days are lighter and it is a little bit warmer, so things are literally everywhere. But I still have some things here that are a little bit behind, or technically not behind, but they're in a different stage to the ones that are already moved out. So I'm going to take you through what's there behind me, and then I'm going to show you all the other plants that are in the different parts of the house. You can see how they are doing. I know people like to compare the growth stages of their plants. It's just something we do with the gardeners. I don't know, it's one of those things. And then guys, I'm going to take you out in the garden because we've done few changes there. Not massive changes, but to kind of make a big difference. So I'm going to show you what I've got going on in the garden, things that we made, things we're planning to do again. And I'm going to show you what I've got planted up in the greenhouse as well. Last time when I did the video, I didn't show you inside because it was a little bit messy, but it's still messy there, but at least it's a little bit better. I can show you all the things I have planting. So I suggest, guys, it's probably going to be a little bit of a long one, so grab yourself a cuppa and let's go and have a look. So I'm starting with the cucumbers, all right? I've got a couple of different varieties of cucumbers there. All right, they're not too bad. They're a little bit, some of them are a little bit leggy, but this was an experiment because I wanted to see whether I can grow them on inside. So they're not doing too bad, so I can also plant some later anyway, but nonetheless they are looking rather a-okay. So here again I've got a couple of different cucumbers. They're looking all right. And there I've got some tomatoes and some chilies. You've seen me mentioning on the other video. They are very small at the moment, but that's fine because I do have loads more of tomatoes and peppers growing everywhere. So those were sweet million. So I've got some peppers finally coming up. They're from Unwins, right? They were 7p. Finally they're getting to the semi-acceptable size. So I've got my artichokes, which I think that will be going out soon. They're not doing too bad. This one's my cucumber melons. And then if I show you, we're going up, right? So here I've got my Tommies, again, some of them. You can see they're pretty big. I'm pretty happy with that. So peas, I've got my aubergines. They seem to be very sad looking, but, they are best I've ever had them. Right, so here I've got my Gigantomore tomatoes. I collected my own seeds before, and I've grown them for competition before. They're massive, but I only got 4 that came up, so fingers crossed. They are absolutely amazing. So down below, right, I've got some tomatoes that were unknown, some other tomatoes that my little one planted. I can't remember what they were. I've got some more yellow bush tomatoes at the back and some little peppers. I've got some, I think they're finger chilies here. And then down there, right, I have another tomato. They're bush tomatoes. You remember, if you watched last year, I bought 2 hanging baskets from Tesco's, and they were prolific and they were super tasty. So I saved my own seed, and there we are. I've planted them in two in each because they're very compact, and I'm going to put 3 of them per hanging basket, I think. So they're looking a-okay. I got to move them to the top shelf so they get a little bit more light, but nonetheless they are a-okay. So let me show you the other tomatoes. So here I've got some other tomatoes. They look, again, rather happy. They don't get the sun all day, but they do look pretty healthy. Okay, so I've got loads of them here. And here I've got some courgettes that I planted up. Again, I wanted to give it a go a bit earlier to see what's going to happen, but they're both looking absolutely lovely. So here, in this room here, I've got some chili peppers. Oh no, they're sweet peppers, sorry. They're doing a-okay. They get a lot of sun here, and when the heating comes on, they get extra heat from that as well. So they're not looking too bad. And a couple of bits in here. I've tried some lettuce inside and see whether they'll come up in individual pots as well. So here, right on the kitchen, I've got some beans. They are the bush type, the French beans. They don't need any support, so I wanted to see how well they're doing so far. I'm actually rather impressed. For the inside, they're looking good. So I'm excited to see what's that gonna work out like. So here I've got some peppers. Okay, they're better. Kitchen gets a lot of light here, top and the side. And then I've got some tomatoes there. They're also doing rather well. So now guys, let's have a look, see what we've done in the garden. So first of all, I just thought I'd let you guys know that those ones now are 3 for £12 in, as they're just like I thought they would be. But nonetheless, right, first thing we've done, right, is to cut the bushes. We cut the hedging as well because I just feel like we need a bit more light, because I want to be able to grow in many places as possible. Oh, lovely artwork. Nonetheless, so we can see now they are now very, very short, right? So, and you might see, if you remember, they've been trimmed quite a lot because they shaded my beds a lot, and I'm intent to do much better this year, so we're going to be trimming them quite a lot lower as well. But here, right, you might remember, it's still a bit messy, but I'm getting the pots ready, getting the composters ready. My hot bin opened up, so need to be dealt with. Right here, right, my kale. Right, so again, nothing changed there. I just kind of raked it up, tidied it up a little bit. I'm gonna still put the topsoil on top later on. Right, big changes, guys, is here. Right, do you remember we had the bay leaf there, the bay tree, and now the bay tree is there in a pot, and I've been digging. I've been getting all those things out, all the herbs, because they just overtook the whole bed. Apple tree, good, but too many herbs. All of that space, I'll be growing tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever else end up going there. It's still got a lot of digging to do. The roots are everywhere. Absolute nightmare. But I've made my decision and I've started doing that. Right, the big thing here, right, you might notice. Don't recall seeing this last year, Anna? Well, no. This was my strawberry bed for my little one, okay? And again, if you remember, I had this for a good few years, but for the past 2, the birds been eating the strawberries and they've been pooping, and I literally had tons and tons of weeds, so the strawberries couldn't survive properly. So Mr. Daniel built me that little frame, so it's covered. You got microclimate inside a little bit, and the birdies can't crap in there, so hopefully they'll stay relatively weed free and hopefully get slightly earlier harvest. In the summer I can just take this off if need be, but generally inexpensive and it's a-okay. Right, so those beds, right, I'm getting there, pretty much done. A couple more bags of soil on top, and the same to go with there. But look, that light, I never get as much light on this side of the bed that time in the morning. It's only like, I don't know, 11, 12 o'clock, something like that. It's good. I'm really, really happy with that. So, right, pots will be filled. Big plans again, big plans. Right, ladies? Right, so, greenhouse number 1. I've put, first of all, some more strawberries, okay, from the outside inside with the better soil again. Hopefully they'll give me a better harvest. Radishes, unfortunately not doing a lot since last time I showed you. Beans, I'm surprised I lost 1 pot due to the frost, heavy frost, but they're holding on, bless them. So right, this was red cabbage, okay, and I've planted them on. I did not want a cabbage this year. I refused, but look at it. How good that looks, right? I've got a few of them there, and obviously loads more up there, but they just take so much space outside, and I just don't know where to put them, what to do with them. But I planted them on at least few, and yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. Right, there, right, I've got some broad beans. They're planted first, those ones after, waiting for them to come up. I've planted up beetroot in the tray. I've got some marigolds planted up there. Right underneath, I've got some peas. Very scarce, but there we are. Chives, this is what I dug out from the raised bed. I've put it here for now. I don't know why. It doesn't need to be there, but nonetheless. And I've got my chard is now planted up into the pots, which will go outside very, very soon. So here, turnips, fennel, spinach and another batch of peas. And that's that for this greenhouse. So let's go and have a look in the other one. So it's still a bit messy here, but I do have a grapevine here, which I planted up in a big pot, right? So obviously all of this crap's going to be coming out of there. So we'll see how well that's going to be doing. So here I planted out some lettuce for early crop. I'm not sure. I'm really hit and miss with lettuce. I really don't know why. Some years is magical and some years is just struggle. But nonetheless, it's got best chance right now in the cover. And then on the top here, I've got some more peas. I've got my fig, which not doing a lot right now. I've got, yeah, some more peas, and I've got some more cabbages. So outside I've got a kale, which is doing a-okay. Nice healthy looking kale. And here, excuse the broom, spring onions. Look, all the frost that we had, they're still here. They are still here. This is absolutely crazy. Right, so now if we go here, I forgot to show you that last time. I have the bed of raspberries, which not doing a lot because they overcrowded themselves and absolute nightmare. So I think this one has to go. We're either going to extend the chicken coop or I'm going to try and grow something there, but it is literally shady pretty much majority of the day, so not really sure about that. This thing I think is going to be going here for my tomatoes to protect them in early May. And here, you might remember, I had my strawberry tower really high, but it was shading this one here. So I've kind of stuck them into threes, right? And again, change the soil and we'll see what's going to be happening. I've got loads more strawberries in the tray, which I'll show you in a minute. So here, right, they are the strawberries that were from runners last year. They might not look like a lot right now, but they are doing well. So I'm somehow need to find a place to put those here. And then obviously this is the area where I've grown potatoes last year in the big pots, which I will be doing again. But I've got the staging in the greenhouses, in both of them. It'll have to be coming out. And I think, okay, this is the sunniest bit of a garden, and I think I'm going to be putting pots and probably the staging over here. I know it might not be popular in the household, but needs must, and I think it'll be good sunny spot for a lot of my vegetable seedlings. So there we are, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little update. You know, things are going to be happening, and as soon as we get a few more nice warm weekends, hopefully be all systems go for more planting and other things. So there we are. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. Please don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.